I found myself by a lake in the dark, the trees blowing by the easterly wind that blew everyone hard that year. I sat on the bench which creaked in a storm and stared deep within the pool of water. I saw small waves transverse across the lake and felt the searing pangs of sorrow. I placed my hard hands on my rough face and felt a small growth of hair on my face. Once I could feel the beauty of youth. Now all I could feel was the life of age. I had been on the run for 3 or 4 months now, sleeping rough under trees, watching the police drive by back and forth whilst I waited in the middle. I wondered when they would come. I felt so tired now that I wished to be caught, for I could go on no longer. I felt so incredibly tired. As I sat on the lonely park bench, I watched that by my side. I had my mother and father now. I wished that by my side I had my mother and father now. I felt dejected and drained of life, and not merely due to my lack of substances or the lack of the blood that I had once craved, but the terrors that haunted me at night, the realization of what I had done, what I had become. I had awakened to find my soul soaked in eternal blood of innocence, and there was nothing I could do to take it back. And yet I was struck now with the path I had so long ago chosen, although now I cannot see how it came about or even why. What fool would choose this way to depart through life? I sat down near the water's edge and peered within the waves, which I mixed with my hands, and I imagined within the murky waters I saw the life I had chosen. I saw the endless faces of those I had tortured, an endless reel of memories unwanted. I saw their expressions of pain and their eyes of love that sought to woo me into submission, but there was not one I did not slain. How cruel a man have I become, that in man's desperation to secure his life he would show love and empathy to a man who would cause him pain. And with empty soul and heart, I snuffed out their requited life. I fancied I should join the faces and slip into the sea, and never be known or seen again. What I found is to stop me, for I know that there is no love that awaits me, that even if there could be found within this murderer a heart that could rekindle the feelings and emotions of love, that anyone could possibly love a creature such as I, as much as I could now want to hold someone dear to me, to gain a love that I never had. I know truly that it never shall be so. It is an impossible dream, a fantasy beyond fantasy, for in question am I and my motives of my chosen life, that any love that would indebt herself to me would not be worthy to be called a lover. For no person can love that which kills the love of others, and even if I could be so vain as to accept such a love, I cannot, despite being able to do all such things as I have done, to fall in love with a concept and deceit would be impossible to such as I. So I asked myself again, what is to stop you, Jacob Jakes, of slipping into the murky sea and then to never be? And in the quiet contemplation I was interrupted by the sirens of 10 police vans, and troops of uniformed armed guards with guns and sticks ran speedily towards me. As I stared into the depths of my soul below, and I let them take me by the scruff to beat me with their sticks despite my lack of struggle, each blow that hit me on the back, shoulder and face, with each blow, insertion and cut, I showed no expression, no pain. I let them take their bloody revenge on me, spilling my blood and the flesh of my face. I resisted or showed no retaliation and let them handcuff and capture me, the serial killer, Mr. Jacob Jakes.